So thank you for holding as we had some delay about the technical things. But now all looks fine and I welcome everyone to this amazing world of lightning. Let's get started with a new journey. If you remember in the last session we discussed that if your company decides to start lightning, then what all initial things you need to always focus on to ensure the journey will be smooth, not a nightmare for you, because there are so many things which comes under the initial phase discussion of the lightning. And here I'm going to discuss now the step number 2 or level number 2. Now here what we are going to do, after discussion with the client and understanding what the requirements are, or to understand from customer that all who are ready, the rollout plan and all this stuffs. Now it's time to go for the next level to understand that suppose you are going to proceed for any kind of lightning things. You proceeded with the rollout plan and you made the migration. Then after that, what all things we need to do or how we need to manage all these things. In short, now if you see that actually this is the moment where your lightning journey is going to be started. This is the moment where we are going to start the lightning journey, and step by step, session by session, we are going to focus on our various action plans. So previously what we understood, what we learned, that is very essential to understand to ensure the rollout plan will go correctly. But now it's time to start the action and step by step understand how we can do this kind of things in your company or in your project. A successful rollout implementation. So the first question will come in your mind, in fact your customer's mind, because you are at least having some knowledge about lightning things, or at least you are having some kind of information how the things will happen and all. But customer will be in the panic situation. He will be in the panic mode, and when you know very well this is the human psychology or mentality that we generally are not ready for the change. So customer will be definitely on the back foot and he will be more worried that now what will happen to the classic environment, or he may even not use the word classic. He may say, so what about the previous thing, whatever I'm working right now, what will happen to that? That is this classic experience. So now here please note, first of all you need to understand some important things. Never immediately shift your customer to lightning. Like let's say for example you're saying, okay sir, so from today onwards immediately we are going for lightning, no more classic. These things doesn't work. People did try this kind of things in the past. I have seen so many connected companies with me who did this kind of implementation, found it very problematic, and also found it's not going to work like as expected. So here the things will be step by step, like we should be going with some particular module, or we should be going for a particular segment of the project, and step by step we need to make comfortable, or let's say by giving some kind of additional features of lightning, and encouraging them to go for lightning. It's like a kind of handling a baby only, you can say, where we just need to ensure that a baby will walk, but also baby will not fall down or get injured. This same approach you guys have to do initially, because here the benefit will be your baby will start walking and you will get that happiness. Here your customer will start working in the lightning and you will get a regular business. So we need to carefully handle this. Now in the next phase, once we start working on this, one big challenge you will get once you start the rollout. The important challenge that you will get here is whenever your customer will be start working on that. So before that, here the most important thing we need to understand that immediately as soon as your customer is going to be comfortable with this, we should be stopping the lightning. So we should be stopping the classic experience process, and even we should stop the path to go for classic experience environment. Now you might be surprised to know that recently Salesforce even brought one service or one feature by which we can even stop the path for the people to go back to Salesforce Classic. So there are some kind of options uh, on which Salesforce are working, and here for example one option is that if your customer is already working on Salesforce uh, Lightning, and let's say you want to stop the facility for your customer to go back to the classic environment, then that kind of thing also we can do. Okay, so there are some kind of facilities by which Salesforce is now ensuring that people will go full-fledged on Lightning experience. So such kind of things we can do and such kind of options which are provided by Salesforce, we can just go for that. Let me show you for example. This is something interesting, and this shows the intentions of Salesforce, that what it's planning to do now, that a quick rollout, and not rollout of one company but rollout of entire industry. It's trying to ensure. So let me show you that option. You go for any profile, okay? You go for any profile. Let me take any random profile. Go for manage users. Go for profiles. So here we have profiles of the people who are working in our company. Go for any custom profile, because you know very well we don't show much interest on the standard profile. Let's say finance department. Let's say finance department is having full-fledged model, a working model of Salesforce Lightning. You have spent so much hours of efforts, and now the entire model is ready for finance department. And now some people are going back to Lightning and making the mess of all these efforts. Do one thing. Click on edit. Click on edit. Come down, and in the system access, let me show you. There is an option. This one. Okay, so just go for this, and your user will not get that option which is here, this option, see, this last button option. Okay, so now if I go to Lightning, then it will be like this. Let me show you. So let the page get loaded for Lightning. Okay, so let's say your customer is now working on a regular mode in Lightning, and now your customer is expecting, or let's say trying to get some kind of way to go to Classic because of some reason. He will click on this, and he will try to see the option like this. Okay, but if I go for that check option in profile, then your customer will never get this option. He will never be able to go back to Classic. Okay, so do try this also. Whenever your rollout is successful and your people are confident everything is ready, just remove that option. Okay, so now this way, if you see, now a question may come in your mind, that what exactly will happen now about the previous experience by this way, and what the market will do, or how this market will respond to the previous edition. In short, this question will be coming, or this question may come in front of us as a developer, as an admin, or as a BA, or as a QA, or as a technical person, or as a functional consultant. For everyone, forget about customer. Let's talk about you and me. What will happen to previous experience? Those people who will be embracing the previous edition, who will be going with the previous version, that is the classic version, they will be going with this phase. For them, initially, if they are not going to adopt this change, and for them, if they are going to only focus more on classic, then they have to face this situation very soon, because now the market is quickly changing a lot, because Salesforce recently brought so many new features. This current summer 2017 release was one of the biggest release for Lightning, till this point from last 2 years, the biggest thing what happened to lightning is summer 2017. So many big things Salesforce brought in this Salesforce platform to ensure that now the companies have to pay less amount now for migrating to lightning, because nowadays people are more worried about migrating things or moving to lightning, because people have to spend so much time, so much money, so much salaries, and then only they will be able to go for lightning. But now it's not going to happen, because in summer 2017 Salesforce brought so many amazing features that now the classic to lightning migration will be very easy. And in this way now the rate of getting migrated to lightning will be double. And this way, if any person who is going to just stick with the classic experience, all those people have to go with this phase, because now we will soon see that the market will not even respond to the classic experience. So now let me go for now some important things that you should understand, because now as we decided that we are going to move with the market, and as we decided that we are going to adopt this change in the market, let's see what importance of lightning experience we need to understand. This importance not only you should understand, but also while converting your customer from classic to lightning, you should know these points. Please note, from some 60 to 80, or let's say in some cases $90 per hour billing, to 120 or 150 or 190 dollars per hour billing, customer will not do just for a fun, or just on the basis of some kind of non strong points. Why he will give you so much money to you? For that reason, you should be preparing your customer with this all important points of lightning experience. Also, you should know why lightning experience is important, what benefit it will give, and then one by one the things will start. Let's start to understand the importance of lightning experience. So first thing, it's very efficient in navigation. So if you see the look and feel, the process, the setup, everything is changed. It's only because Salesforce did some good research on the on the classic experience. It realized that how if the things arranged will be giving best results, efficient results to customer. So Salesforce did it all research, and it added some new features. You can see something like this in terms of timeline, something like this in terms of notification, something like this which is similar to the Chrome, which is the browser of Google, Chrome apps hub. So you can see that many things Salesforce changed to ensure that your navigation, your day-to-day experience will be easy. Okay, that is coming from years and years of research and checking with thousands of people and taking their survey, and finally deciding what will be the best approach for them. Next, uh, here in Lightning, it's very easy for you to switch between the various apps, and this thing also helps you in working in the mobile level, Salesforce 1 level, and even in the Lightning experience level. So this way, in a very easy manner, you can navigate through the objects, navigate through the apps. As I said, that the same format the way we have in Chrome, same you have in Salesforce, that 9 dots, by which the things will be very easy. You can traverse by applications, you can traverse by the objects. So just click on this 9 dots, so you can see, and you will have very easy navigation in terms of the application access and all. You will see all the apps present here. You will have all the items present here in terms of the objects and all. You want to search something, for example, I want to search account objects, and you can see quickly you can find account. So this way it becomes very easy for you, your customer, to work on those kind of scenarios where your company is having so many apps, so many objects, so many things. So this will be one more advantage for that. Let's go for next thing. Quick access to productivity tools like notes and recent items and all. Now see, Salesforce, as I said, did some good research, and finally it decided that if a person is going to work, especially person means your customer, salesperson, marketing person, how efficiently they can work on any scenario. For example, let's say there is a record. Let's say I'm opening any record of any custom object or any standard object. That doesn't matter. You can see here Salesforce, it shows very clearly that Salesforce did some good research in understanding how efficiently we can take the benefit of. You can see all the related records. We can just click on here only. We can create some kind of notes and attachment. We can upload some files. We can do some kind of activities like this, and then we can click on details. We can work on this kind of information filing. We can perform some kind of quick activity which will be displayed here. We can work on click activities like working on this quick options, and just come down, and if you go for any kind of standard object which will be having some standard setups done by Salesforce, let me show you that also. Let me go for standard object. Click on this account. Let's say, let me go for, instead of that, let me go for lead. Okay, because it is more popular in the market, lead objects and all these things. So I am now in the lead object. Okay, so now let's try to create a new lead, and you can see here this kind of good look and feel Salesforce is providing. It is called as the modular box and model box, and it's going to be pop up for you very quickly, very easily. You can create all the stuffs, and once it is created, let me just click on any record. Let's say, for example, some kind of name, and you can see how amazing look and feel Salesforce has provided. This shows that now any company will expect the way any company will expect, exactly in the same format, Salesforce is giving these kind of things to them. Now here, if you see, let me show you that point. See, if you see now here, this is actually going to represent the steps, the phases by which your lead management will go or proceed ahead. So this will be something very important for tracking your status. It will right now show it's the phase number 1 where the lead is not yet contacted, so we need to contact. Then if you are contacted, then we are going to work, etc., etc. So you can see how interesting this setup is. Next, now if you see on the lead, generally what we do, all the things are showing here in terms of the activities. Next step to get things moving and add task to set up some meeting, or let's say some kind of past activity. You can just see it's just looks like Salesforce understood each and every problem of the sales people, marketing people, and provided all these things in one place. Highly efficient. You want to create some kind of log a call, you made a call and you want to just make an entry about the call to the concerned person, the lead J rejection. You want to create a meeting with the J rejection. You can see you can create very easily, quickly the meeting with J rejection. You want to send an email very efficiently without going to any other options and all. You can just send an email to someone, and let's say some kind of email address I'm just going to mention here. Let's say, for example, something like this, and you can just add in subject that meeting for discount, and let's say something like this, hello, whatever just information you want to make, we will meet on for discount product, something. Okay, so this way you can see that it becomes very easy and very quick to work on the management of your leads, and this is useful in our real-time project to ensure that we are getting as expected results in terms of the tool efficiency. Okay, you can see now this makes very easy for us to work on now the lead management, marketing, and all these things. That is one of the reasons why lightning is getting popular. You want to attach some file, you can attach. You want to add some kind of merge field, dynamically email text you want to add, you can create some template, you can preview email, you can clear the content, you can pop up it and claim it outside with this kind of doc. You can see an outside email writing tool is present here. So this way you guys can work on all the stuffs, and this will help you to ensure that your work will be very efficient. So this is these are all the things you need to understand, and these are all the things you need to guide to your customer to ensure that your customer will be getting as expected experience in lightning. So send it. So please note that these are some things which will be coming across you initially while giving the needed platform to customer, and you can see the email is sent, and now the email will be received by the concerned person. Very efficient way of marketing and lead generation. Next, apart from that, apart from that, I think there are some questions. Let me see the questions in the chat box. There is a question about the import tab. Yes, the import tab is just for getting some data into the Salesforce environment. Um, so chatter is used to communicate within your company. For example, in your company, we have team of people and you want to just communicate with them. You can just go with this chatter option. Let me just show you. Click on chatter. And you can see now here you can make some kind of message or type something in terms of the post. You can conduct a poll, you can ask some questions, and all you can do within your team. For example, let's say I want to do some kind of discussion, so you can mention here at the rate Tom, any person. You can comment same like Twitter, or you can create a you can focus on any kind of group, all fine. Hello guys, anyone has tax document for IBM? Now you don't need to make a call for everyone in your company, or make a discussion with them, or make a face-to-face discussion, or make an email. Just post this message. That's it. It will be given. It will be sent to everyone. It will be sent to Tom's screen. It will be sent to teachers group. All those present in that. So this way, the work within our company becomes very efficient, and this is one of the reasons why companies found so much growth in their business, in their sale, after using Lightning. Okay, the things are completely changed now, and it's more focused on increasing the sale than spending the time in data entry and all. Absolutely correct. It's very user friendly. That actually is the result of so many years of research and so many feedbacks taken by customer, and finally Salesforce brought this option. There is a question that is it a group? Yes, teachers is a group and Tom is a user. Okay, teachers group or finance group, marketing group, we can have such kind of groups in real-time project, the chatter groups, and this Tom Stewart is a single user. Okay, so we can post to a group, we can message to a single user, all fine. Okay, and to create a group you can go for this chatter. Just search here chatter. Now you need to go for this option, click on chatter. Okay, and here um, here you can see in the recent groups. Okay, click on new group and you can create a group like this. You can add people in that, and finally whatever you will share with this group, that will share with that those people. Okay, I hope you got the answer. What about interlogic only? So you can create any group, not a problem. You can create any group, you can add any people in any group. It's absolutely fine. Okay, so out of 100, 200 people in your company, you can make a group of 10 people, 20 people, and share all the information within them. Very much possible. Okay. Now, one interesting thing I would like to tell you. This is one of the USP of Salesforce recent things. In fact, it's going to be giving one more strong thing to Salesforce to conquer the market in upcoming time as compared to so many competitors. What is that? Let me tell you. By the way, first of all, guys, tell me that when I'm typing, is it making any sound? Oh, okay, means this headphone is not working as expected. It's making sound, right, like this. Okay, then this headphone is not working properly. Just 1 minute. 1,000 rupees gone. 1 minute. Let me check another headphone. Okay, so let's get. Here, Salesforce is going to give us some features by which now it is going to have all the backup of AI, artificial intelligence. Salesforce internally using so many powerful algorithms, data science related facilities, artificial intelligence with the help of hundreds of top level data scientists in the world. In the last 1 year, Salesforce hired them almost 15 to 20 companies. Salesforce uh, purchased just to ensure that their customers, like people like you and me, or our customers, will be having this data science facility where automatically by artificial intelligence you will getting the solutions, recommendations, and advices. Now here, by the way, this will be working more in the paid edition because it's costly, it's paid, and it's going to be fully working on the paid edition, by the way. But here you'll get the idea that on time to time basis, here you will get some kind of recommendations or this kind of facilities you will see anywhere or many times where Salesforce will try to understand this customer more and try to give some kind of recommendations to you. So this is also a feature of Salesforce, not only in Lightning, it's everywhere in all the products, but in Lightning it is getting more popular because more customers are using Lightning. So this is Einstein capability where it will give you time to time information. That is, by the way, out of the scope. Next, now let me go for that features. Apart from that, Salesforce will give us record layouts. Focus on what you can do. Now please note here, if you saw the record layout, the problem with the previous classic experience was it was giving not so efficient way for your customers to work on that platform. It used to take lots of time and it was not sales marketing people friendly. But here if you see, the record layout focus on what you can do. It is not going to spend so much time. Just within a few clicks, email sent. Just within a few click, the message gone to your group. Within a few click, you can just perform your all lead generation activity. Just everything is ready on the same screen. You don't need to you don't need to navigate here and there. Okay. Next, we have very powerful list views now in the lightning experience. Let me just show you what is the meaning of list view. So for example, let's say I want to see all the leads within my company. So click on this app launcher, leads. Now you can see here, this is the list, and this is the list view, which you can see by various options, all the various options I have. So first of all, here you have now a quick search option. You don't need to traverse up and down the way you have to do in the classic. This is one of the very regularly used feature in real-time project. Please note, in one object we will have 50, 60, 70 list views as well, because more the company size, more will be the views you would like to have for getting your records quickly. Okay, that you can see very easily, and you can just type here some kind of leads which you want to get it quickly and get it done. That is point number one. Next, apart from that, there are some facilities by which you can even work on the list and in the bulk manner. So for example, let's say you want to create some kind of list, and you want to just create a new list, you want to work on that. You can have this format. So do one thing, you can just see, click on this list view controls, create a new list. Okay, let's say for example USA leads. You can select here who can view, who cannot view. Okay, and now once you go for that, it's time to add some kind of filter. So you can add some kind of filter by this way. First of all, you can just go for this option. Okay, you can see add the filter. Okay, and you can just add here what leads to show. Okay, you can just show here where the leads will be such kind of people where their country is going to be equal to USA, and done. Okay, and you can add some more filter logic, you can add more filters, etc, etc, and finally save it. So I have total 6 customers in my database who are from USA. Okay, next. Now if you see that, you can even see one very special view that is called as Kanban view, very popular in the business domain. Here this Kanban view is getting so popular, which is also called by some people Kanban view. Here it's getting popularity because it is helping the customers to efficiently work on the lead processing, lead nurturing. Here for example, let's say John Harry. Right now these all leads are never contacted. I never contacted them. Okay, now let's say I contacted John Harry. I asked them, so what is your requirement? Assume that this project we are working for Samsung. Okay, just assume we are working for Samsung to set up their Salesforce business. Now we contacted John Hurry. He said, let's say he want to purchase 100 Samsung Galaxy uh, S8 phones. Okay, we selected here the option, and you can see now. So let's say, so let's say, yeah. So let's continue. So let's say here, first of all, let's say we have contacted with this person, John Harry. Okay, and now let me show you the advantage, the amazing feature of this Kanban, which is helping so many companies to deliver amazing results in their sales and performance. So let's say we contacted John Harry, and we want to perform some kind of processing, and we have discussed with him some kind of requirement, and we are trying to process to ensure that this lead will be nurtured. So what we will do here, so first of all, Salesforce will give you some kind of options to modify this lead by clicking on the arrow. You don't need to go to any other page. The biggest advantage of Lightning in terms of the record processing is whatever you want to do, you will do by the model window. You don't need to go from here to there. Just click on this. Let's say for example I want to modify the details of John Harry. Modify it. You can see on the same window, you can just work on this whatever you wanted to do it and save. That's it, simple. Okay, so this way it will be helping you. Next, let's say you want to move it to, we have already contacted and we are working on John Harry. Just what we need to do is move it to right hand side, and you can just add all the details. Let's say rating, whatever is pending, because of that it's giving error. Let's say rating on all the other stuff, whatever needed, just you can add here in that lead record, and whatever necessary information is needed you can add into the lead record. And once it is done, just you can just put John Harry into the contacted mode. Okay, now let's say you contacted and you just made all the discussions, deal is finalized, and you want to now ensure John Harry is let's say converted or not converted or anything. So this way you can just work on this Kanban view and make this kind of entire progress efficient. Anyone looks at this screen immediately within a few minutes understand how your business is being done. One more very useful facility. Now you can even quickly convert this entire knowledge into the lead generation process. In terms of charting, you can just make some kind of setting in terms of charts. You can quickly modify it, you can quickly change it, and it becomes very easy. And you can see this kind of charting is never seen before in the classic mode, because it is coming with the power of wave analytics. I hope you know there is one more very powerful, very popular platform of Salesforce called as wave analytics, where it helps customers to create some powerful graphical things and all. So that thing, those points, those features Salesforce brought now into the Lightning, where you can just on the click of some kind of options we can get some amazing results in terms of the look and feel. Okay, so this all helps us to ensure that we can easily have a list view prepared to ensure that our business proceedings and our lead generation activity will be powerful. And this is one more important thing that you can see in Lightning. Next, beautiful dashboards. Of course, now the dashboards, or you can say the report views, is never seen before. As I said, that if you have just seen the Salesforce classic reports till this point and never seen anything about the Lightning reports and dashboards, then I will say you are missing so many things, because the reports, the charting is so powerful now in Lightning, that now because of this it has become one of the powerful platform in terms of the reporting things, like we see in the Tableau or we see in the Microsoft tools and all, where we have some amazing tools platforms. But here with this Salesforce Lightning reports, it became now very easy for us to create such same experience and some powerful experience to ensure our customer will be getting what needed. Let's say for example I'm going to create some kind of reports on account and contact, or let's say account object, and click on create. And I will do one thing, I will go for all the records. So I will select here in the filter all time. Okay, click on this and let's say Lightning report demo, something like this. Okay, and click on, let us save in unfiled public and save. Okay, now run the report. Okay, now this report is being shown in this format because it's a tabular report. Okay, now you can do one thing, you can add some filters by this way, you can refresh the report, you can make some kind of changes in the setting you want to show details, grand totals and all, and finally you can just here go for option of subscribe, export, delete and all. But the main thing is we are going to check everything by other report format. So edit this and change the style of that report, go for another type, and we'll go for another type, of course, let's say by summary report. Okay, and click on save and click on run report. Okay, now let's make some kind of implementation in terms of the charting. So go for edit. Okay, so here do one thing, add some filtering. Let's say we are going to do one thing, we are going to filter by uh, let's say industry, in short group by industry. Okay, and now once it is done, save this. Okay, so create this kind of uh, reporting, and you can see now it's going to be displayed like this when you are going to run the report, and you can show all the group by things. And now finally, if you want to toggle the chart, that's also possible. You can see now, click on this, see, it's going to show first of all like this. Okay, you can just go for this kind of change, see the charts. Okay, remove the chart. Okay, now make some setting here, what kind of charts you need, you can just select accordingly. You can have all the various options, amazing experience for user. Okay, so this is given with some amazing efforts as well, and the effects are also very much strong. So you can see legend positions, you can show the record counts, you can give the chart title, something like this. Okay, and you can do whatever you want to do in terms of line chart and everything. This is amazing. Okay, so this is one of the reason why the customers are they are finding more benefits on the lightning, because the platform which mostly managements use, CEOs, managers use for the reporting and making the business deals and getting some overview. So it's becoming very easy for Salesforce developers like you and me, or professionals, to create some efficient views on the Salesforce uh, Lightning experience. And this is one of the reason these kind of things should be always there in your list when you are going to show some demonstration to your customer, because they mostly spend time on these reports. They don't spend time on creating some kind of code or creating workflows or creating approval process. They will spend time on this, and do take the advantage of this kind of amazing features whenever you have any customer ready to go for lightning experience. So this way we have seen some benefits of uh, lightning experience, and we have seen some kind of now things about lightning. Now we are going to have this tour continued, this tour of lightning experience. Step by step we are going to traverse, and we are going to go through multiple levels, because it's said that, or it's a very famous saying, it's which says that for self learning, if you want to proceed, it's sometimes easy. You want to just learn by your own, okay, it's easy sometimes, or in fact many times. But when you have to teach someone, it's very difficult. And as you guys are going to give initial help to your people, your clients, who will be having no idea about lightning experience, you have to understand their problem, you have to understand their issues, and you have to guide them. For that reason, you should be having a strong understanding, and that is the reason we are going to have the tour of this lightning experience time to time. Because if you don't know, then how you will guide? And as I said, guiding is very difficult, self learning is easy. So that all the things we are going to see. Now please note, step by step, we are going to see many differences between Salesforce Lightning Experience and Classic, where we started the journey from today itself. And we are going to see now some very important things in terms of the customizations as well, because even if you see the customizations or changes in terms of Lightning setup and all, everything is different. So you should be very familiar with that also, because customer will work in this area and you will be working in this area. Let me open that page. You can see, so you will be working in this area. The setup is completely different now, and just look at this, the options are also different. So many things are there that we need to do. So this tour, this journey, we are going to continue of lightning experience, getting familiar with that even in the upcoming sessions. Meanwhile, I can see there is a question: is Einstein changed security settings to? No, it's not about security. It's only about giving the predictions, giving the recommendations with coming from some high quality algorithms. Okay, so it's having no connection to security, it's having connection to recommendations, next step that you should follow in your business. Okay, the security things like like the sharing rules, manual sharing, roles, profiles, permission sets, OWD, apex sharing, and everything, field level security, everything is same the way we had in classic. I hope you got the answer. Now let me see any other question is there. There is a question that approximately how much time we can estimate to our customer for making them ready for lightning by giving the training or giving some kind of overview as we have a customer ready in lightning. Oh, that is great. You have a customer ready. Fantastic. And please note, you can just kind of, let's say, how many days, how many hours you're spending per day with your client. 2 hours. Okay, then I think, and you're just telling them how to use the lightning things and all, right? Just some kind of overview, how to create the data entry, how to create the mail, how to save the record. Okay, then I think you can just tell them a kind of 10 12 hours, or you can say like such 5 6 days are sufficient for you to make them confident, including the hands-on and everything. Yes, you can make them, you can give them this kind of approximate quotation. Yes, yeah, welcome. Let me see next question. There is a question: do we as a developer have to adapt in learning Einstein? So please note, in Einstein, as of now, we people are having no scope because it's already managed by Salesforce. For example, let's say when you started working in Salesforce, let's say for example when you started working Salesforce Classic. Now you know very well that when we write any code, let's say I write an Apex code. After that, whatever compilation of the code happens, and after that it goes to the machine language, or it goes to the system format like this, and it's get executed in terms of results. So what that was, this phase associated with us? No, we don't know anything about this. We as a developer only do the coding at this level, and remaining things we don't know because it's internally managed by Salesforce engineers. Similarly, when you are going to work on any kind of Salesforce Einstein platform internally, till you get the result and you have the data, this process is being done by internal setup, the internal data science engine of Einstein. This will be having no scope for us as of now. But the way we have some platforms like Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, the way you learn the sales things, marketing things, sales service things, case object, lead object, opportunity object. Similarly, there is a product called as Salesforce Einstein. Maybe after 1 year, there will be huge demand of those people who are having knowledge of Salesforce Einstein product. And for that process, right now there is no requirement. In future, when your company may start using Einstein, and where your company needs people like you who will be working on Einstein platform, at that time you need to work on that. So as a developer, will not do anything because there is no scope of coding, but there is a scope of understanding the Einstein platform and generate the results from the millions and billions of records your customer will have. If you're having big companies like IBM or Infosys, or let's say some airline companies or some big banks, at that time you have to work on that tool. Okay, yes, whenever you have requirement, let me know, I can help you in that. Even possibly I will in future I may start the uh, training on that as well, on Einstein and other stuffs. As of now it's not required because not so in demand in the market. There is one more question that how much will be the efforts being taken as a Salesforce professional on configuration and customization. Okay, let me tell you, the same way we have in Classic, same way here in Lightning. In the Classic, when you started, remember the first day when you started your Salesforce journey, and at that time your trainer told you, or I told you, that here in Salesforce we have two main things: Salesforce admin, Salesforce developer. So you know that in with admin also we can do so many things, in development also you can do so many things, and you have to be having, you should have knowledge of both to work in this industry and get some good jobs. Similarly in Lightning also you should be having knowledge of both configuration and customizations to get a good job. Fine, Lightning is new, so sometimes you will get a good job here in configuration as well. But when the things will go more generic and more people will come on Lightning, at that time the company will only adopt you if you say I know both. For example, if you see the situation before 5 6 years, I even remember those kind of days where just even the companies used to say I need only admin people, it's fine for us, because there was huge demand of Salesforce people. Admin also fine, developer also fine, but now admin developer compulsory. If you say I just only know admin, hardly any company will hire you. But now here, if you see in Lightning, fine. If you know configuration, some company will hire you. If you know customization, more company will hire you. But for future purpose, you should know both the things, and you should be having both knowledge. Here also in Lightning we have some customizations. Here we have a different kind of programming things. For that only all this money is being paid. Just for configuration, don't expect people will pay you $150 or even they will pay you $100. No, even a college pass out junior person, by getting some kind of training on Lightning, can start working on Lightning experience. The main thing is Lightning code. That is something different. And for this, even some people, those people with 8, 9, 10 years of experience in Salesforce Classic, coming to me or approaching me and trying to learn Lightning, because of this new change, everyone is on the same level. You or a person with 10 years of experience in Salesforce, all on the same level. And this advantage you should take, quickly learn Salesforce coding and things, and have a good journey here onwards in terms of this new horizon which Salesforce is having in terms of Lightning. Okay, I hope you understood. Programming is more important in Lightning jobs than just configuration. Great. So I think all the questions are done. So guys, we are going to continue the journey of this Lightning experience again tomorrow at the same time, and then after few sessions, we'll start implementing the most important topic, that is the programming in Lightning experience, for which there is huge demand in the market. So that's all of today's session. Let's meet tomorrow, same time, same link, same password. Have a great time. Have a good weekend. I'm signing off. See ya.